Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kyle. Just going to do a quick little install video for you. So I'm going to be installing these H&R spacers on the car. They're 20mm spacers, hub centric. So I'm going to be taking off the rim, cleaning up the surface of the hub here behind the rim face, and putting on the spacers. So I'm just going to give you a little parts list here. Obviously you get your spacers. I'm going to use a impact wrench there, just quickly get stuff on and off. I got my drill, and I got my little wire brush that I'm going to use to clean up the surface of the hub. And then I got some marine grade anti-seize because we live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and driving on the road you might as well drive in the fucking ocean because it sucks here. And I got some jack stands. I got some torque wrench to torque the wheels down afterwards. You got I got an extender just so I don't hit it with the impact, and a 21mm socket if you got the Evo here, and obviously your car jack. So I'm gonna start at it. I'm gonna start doing the surface, and I'll show you what I'm talking about by coating the surface with the anti-seize and everything, just to keep everything nice and pretty. Alright guys, so next step, you got your anti-seize here. I got the marine grade stuff. Make sure that your stuff that you're using is good for your temperatures that you're gonna be running. Obviously, you know, it's just a car. Like this one's good for like 2400 degrees Celsius, something like that. Fahrenheit, sorry. That'd be real hot. So this here I know that I'm good to go. Make sure you keep it off your bolts. You don't really want it on that. You just want it on the face that your spacer's going to be touching. Guys, so once that's all done, you have it all nice and you don't want a thick placement on it, but you want it nice and even. So you want a nice clean mating surface for the spacer. Throw her on. Alright guys, so once you got the spacer on, make sure it's torqued down. On the Evo it's like 80 to 90 foot-pounds of torque, so you torque the spacer down just as if it was a rim. Once the spacer is bolted on, put a bit more anti-seize on it if you wish. Again, this is just a step that's meant to keep any corrosion from happening between the car and the hub, because it's two different kinds of metals. So I just like doing that because Halifax is terrible for salt. Like as you can see, like even just me driving in here left salt all over the place. So yep, and it's not even winter, right? So I just do that as a redundancy and a little bit of corrosion protection. You don't have to do it, but I just like doing it myself. And also, if your spacer gets seized to your hub for some reason. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to finish putting on some more anti-seize and torquing them down, and I'll show you guys what the finished product's like. Once you have your hub and your spacer covered in your anti-seize, make sure that the lugs are a little clean. Make sure there's no big gobs of it on there. Not going to hurt it any. It's just anti-seize. It'll just help it off the next time. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Then you can put your wheel back on. Alright guys, so that's the wheel on, the hub's on and everything, greased up. I greased the hub, I greased the back face of the spacer, I greased the front face of the spacer. Again, like I said, the anti-seize is just an extra precaution basically, just for it help with rust corrosion and all that stuff. And other than that guys, that's the spacer on. That's simple. All you have to do, make sure your torque on, make sure you're torquing in your star pattern. when it's jacked up like this, get someone in there to help you push on the brakes so you can help torque it down. Other than that, that's pretty much straightforward. That's the installation there. Hopefully it helped any of you guys out that haven't done it before. I did it online just to double check, make sure that I was going to be doing it right as well. And yeah, so that's how to install H&R spacers on a Mitsubishi Evo X, or pretty much any other car really. I'm going to go ahead, finish off the rest of them, and I'll show you what the finished product is. Cheers. All right, guys. I forgot to do this when I was at work, but I got the car all finished up, and I'm just going to show you the aftermath there. So I'm very happy with the fitment. It pretty much comes out flush. Like any more than that, and I'd be kicking a lot of rocks up, and that would just defeat the purpose of, you know, having mud flaps and fenders in the first place. So yeah, basically I only got the 20mm spacers because I was going to be getting bigger rims in the future anyway, like down the road, and hopefully maybe even going wide body. But this here for now is what's going to be on the car. I'm very happy with the fitment of the H&R spacers, and it felt great going down the highway. I got the car all done up. It's all done with the spacers. Just taking it out for a test drive right now. So I just took it off the highway, and it's perfect. Like no wobbles, nothing. Like the surface was nice and clean when I did it, so that helped a lot there too. But it's all done on, torqued up, and it's just like the same thing, same feel. Cornering, I probably won't really be able to tell until like I'm actually on a track, but so far the handling feels the same. You know, maybe a little bit more sure-footed, got a little bit more of a stance, but so far I love it. Like definitely H&R is the way to go for the spacers for the Evo. Super good to handle, like dealing with them, like sales-wise. Super quick. Came in a couple weeks. No surprises at all. Really good looking product. Like really simple install. And yeah, just 100% guys. Like I think I'd definitely go back to them for sure if I was gonna be going to get spacers for another vehicle another time. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked the install video. Couldn't really talk too much, like I was at work, so it's kind of like a bunch of people around me, so I was kind of nervous, I guess. Nobody really knows that I do YouTube kind of thing, so bit of stage fright during the install. But other than that, background noise might have been a little poopy, but I apologize for that in advance. And if you guys thought this was helpful, thank you. Glad I helped. And don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video for anyone else that's like wondering about the installs or anything, and I'll be happy to help. Any questions, send me a message. I have no problems with answering at all. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot. Cheers.